All right, so how do you know if you got a plugged up exhaust system? Well, I got this Ford Ranger here. Came in, runs fine, but man, it's got no power, none. So I took it up the road, and it's just like, wow, it's like falling on its face. Just, you know, you go to try to rev it up, it won't rev up. You know, take you 20 minutes to get to 60 miles an hour with it, and it's a stick shift. So I was thinking, just by the way it drove, that it's got a plugged exhaust. It's got no codes, no nothing. So what I wound up doing is, you can see down there, I unbolted the O2 sensor. I just took it out of the manifold, and I'm just going to leave the hole there. Now what this is going to do is, this is going to tell me, do I indeed have a plugged exhaust or not? Because now all of a sudden, if I have power, you know, and it'll rev up, I know I got a plugged cat or plugged muffler or something. So, plugged muffler. The pasta shooter. That's a story I got to tell you about. Actually, I'll tell you real quick. We had a car come in with a plugged exhaust. Couldn't figure out what was going on. Realized it was in the muffler. And we sat there, and we actually revved it up, and all of a sudden, spiral pasta came flying out of the exhaust. Somebody went and actually filled the exhaust system up with spirals, you know, the uncooked pasta. And of course, when you got condensation and everything else, you have a cooker. So after a while, it actually cooked the pasta and plugged the exhaust system. Funniest thing I ever saw. I mean, you'd rev it up and you get these, you know, multicolored spirals flying out of the exhaust. After a while, it actually, you know, we wound up having to replace the muffler because there was so much in it, we couldn't figure out how to get it out. I'm sure if we left it there, it would probably eventually burn out. But yeah, I thought that was kind of funny. So anyway, we're gonna go for a test drive. Ready? All right, so here we go. We're running right now. Now this thing also has a clutch problem. That was the other thing. It came in initially for a clutch problem, and then the customer, or was coming in for a clutch problem, the customer added that it had this issue going on too. So we were already, I got a funny feeling the throwout bearing / slave cylinder is hanging up. Because you can let go of the clutch and nothing happens, and all of a sudden, bam, it engages. So let's see how this thing will actually drive up the street before I do the clutch. All right, there it goes. So we are going to go. It's my little dirt road. Let me pause this. All right, so I know I said dirt road, but I meant dead end road. So here we are, and now I'm in second. And this thing has no power. None. That's full throttle. And I am not going anywhere. What could be the problem? We have zero power. Could it be faulty fuel? Running better than this. It's not. Another thing that could be done is you could put a vacuum pressure gauge with an adapter into the O2 hole, and you rev it up, you can see how much back pressure you have that way. I have one of those, but obviously I'm not concerned about it because we don't have any issue there. So that's about it. I'm gonna have to try to figure out what's going on with this thing and go from there. If you're getting anything out of my videos, hit the like button. If you could, please subscribe. Help me make more videos and better content. You guys have a great day. Keep wrenching. All right, guys. So I decided to put the vacuum gauge, pressure gauge, on the exhaust. Let me show you what I got here. Now this bad boy here, I haven't used this thing in a long time. But I have a fitting that fits down into the exhaust there. You see that? And now we're going to read the actual. We're going to read the gauge and see what it comes out as. All right, go ahead, start it up. Hold it up around 2,000. All right, so there's no back pressure in this thing. So that tells me the exhaust is actually fine. We did take one bolt out of the exhaust before, and then we ran out of oxygen, so we couldn't take the other one out because we were using oxyacetylene to heat where the bolts go up. We got one out, so that's why you hear an exhaust leak. But so now we're going to have to investigate further. I wonder if this got contaminated fuel. All right, we're going to have to figure this out. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to take a fuel sample. I got the Schrader valve out of the fitting there, and I just ran a hose from it. I'm going to go into this bottle here. All right, turn the key on. Crank it. That don't look good. Said that don't look good. Looks like this truck has been out for a night of drinking. That's not good fuel right there. All right, so what I'm doing now is I have the fuel pump relay bypassed. I'll show you that. Right here, or bypassed. I have it jumped basically. And what I'm doing is I'm actually pumping the fuel out into this can here. I'm going to fill up that can, dump that, go to that can. Basically, I'm going to empty it out. It's got like 3/4 of a tank of fuel, but I got to get that stuff out of there and then see how it runs after that. I'm pretty confident it's just contaminated fuel or old fuel. Turns out this truck was sitting for 3 years, so yeah, okay, I say the fuel is contaminated. All right, so let's go from there and see what happens. All right, so the tank is drained, the pump is still on, and as you can see, I got nothing coming out of it anymore. So I'm going to shut this all down. I'm going to take my jumper out. The fuel pump, put the regular fuel pump relay back in. And I'm going to leave the battery charger on there because I was running it weak. I ran my battery pack a little bit weak, so I just stuck a charger on there to be on the safe side. So now I'm just going to put this stuff all back together, and then we're going to put fresh fuel in it and take it for a road test. All right, so the plot thickens. It's better. It's not right. It's definitely better, but it is not right. So I have to try to figure this out. I don't know what's going on here. Take a look at the plugs. See what happens from there. I'm going to take this on a little more extensive road test. See if that changes anything. I'm just kind of surprised. I mean, it's better. It's just not. It's not right. So let's figure this out. I think we have an issue. Not sure if you can see all that smoke. All right. Okay, guys, absolutely blown away on this one. So here's that Ford Ranger. Here's Mo. Hi, Mo.
Hello.
And we were getting ready to pull the valve cover off because that was oil smoke that we were seeing. I'm trying to figure out why this thing has no power. So, check this out. Mo went to go pull the air snorkel off. Check this out. Mud bugs, dirt daubers, whatever you call this, stuffed into the... Oh my God, look at the valve body. Holy smoke. Look at that. I have never seen anything like that. That is absolutely amazing. All right, well, I think we know why this thing has no power. Holy smoke. All right, so we're going to clean that out and take this thing for another ride. And I think that's our whole problem. And it was basically suffocating from air, and that's why it was sucking up oil through the valve cover. Guarantee it.
Yeah,
all right, so let's get going with this. We're going to clean this out. All right, so here we are. We're going to road test the Ranger. As soon as traffic clears, I can pull out. The clutch is still really wonky in this thing, so let's see. Whoop. Yeah. Wow, the clutch is really wonky. All right. go. Clutch feels fine now. This is the area that I smoked everybody out. That is pretty amazing. Now, I'm a professional driver on a closed course. All those cars that you saw, those were race car drivers on this closed course. So they were expecting all of that. So don't try this at home, whatever you do. Anyway, that's about it. If you get anything out of my videos, hit the like button. If you could, please subscribe. And help me make more videos, better content. That's it for now. Have a great day. Keep wrenching.